Before we get started, what's the conversation that you want to have before I forget?
That we're having this male-female conversation from a really analog standpoint of like just mechanics rather than like the spiritual, personal side of things and the balance of males and females and the purpose that you guys bring from that stance.
Wait, what the fuck?
The fact that it's the 21st century, women, I mean, we talked about this on the couch. Women were financially independent. We have toys. Mm-hmm. We have guns. We have tasers.
That we made.
I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but a woman is way more self-sufficient now. So the man has to bring more to the table than what he used to, in my mind and a lot of women's minds.
So let me get this straight.
Modern women.
So let me get this straight. You guys can bring the same amount of things to the table, but we have to bring more now?
We bring more because we're financially independent, because we can defend ourselves and I don't know, like we needed you guys for those things, to be providers, to be protectors, and now that we can adequately, those of us that have educated ourselves or whatever, we can adequately do that ourselves. So now what is the man's value held in?
You don't bring more, you bring different.
What do I bring? Different?
If you talking about bring more, meaning more as in finances.
We are bringing more than what we used to.
Yes, I understand that. I understand what you said very clearly. You don't bring more, you bring different. If you are a woman who works at I don't know where you work at, fucking Fortune 500 company, now you have certain qualities, certain traits that you are gaining by being successful in that area, which is actually opposite of the traits that we want in a relationship.
But that's not my fault that that's opposite. That's the world that we live in now.
I get that. But what I'm saying is it's not more, it's different.
So I understand the drug that you're peddling. But what I'm peddling is something totally, it's literally the opposite. It's like, okay, that's cool. You guys can continue to look for very simple women. But the modern woman I don't like
how you just did that, but go ahead.
The modern woman is more complex. And because she's financially stable and can defend herself and her home for the most part, we're asking, okay, what do you bring that makes you of value to my life? Okay.
Now, when it comes to something like that, I think, this is just me personally now, speculating. Men bring insurance. You know how when you got insurance and you gotta, you don't, hopefully you never get into a wreck. Hopefully you never have to use a gun. Hopefully you never have to use all these other things. But once it does happen and shit hits the fan, you need that thing on you. That's what men bring. Meaning that it's security to the level of you don't even realize that you need it till you need it. So since you don't need a nigga that's, protecting you from mammoths and shit and from fucking lions and shit, and you don't need men to protect you from other men.
Or purse burglars.
That's what I was just said. From other men, because now you have tasers, self-defense, etc. It comes to when you actually need real protection, that's when that shit happens. For instance, if we was at your place, I wouldn't expect you to bring out your blaming. If a nigga came in, I would bring out my, you know what I mean?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that you're doing something that I can't do.
Yeah. So I have to disagree with that.
So then it's like, okay, so what else can you bring to the table?
Okay, so let me get this straight. I want to be very clear about what you're saying. You're saying since men,
because out of the whole time that we spend together, 365 days a year, how often is it going to happen where it's going to be a dire emergency and I need you?
Who knows? That's the insurance of it.
Right, but that's my entire point. Off an efficiency standpoint.
Yes.
Because I'm deciding to lock arms with you in this life, I need you to find out what more you can bring to the table.
Got you. That was just only one of the aspects I was about to explain.
Which could be cooking, could be taking care of the kids. You could be a stay-at-home dad. You could be all of these things.
Dead as fuck. Because here's the difference between me and you. When we get pregnant, if me and you had a baby, You physically having the baby. I'm not.
Absolutely.
You. Exactly. So you can't be going everywhere and doing everything and protecting and then fucking running thousands of miles or etc. Doing whatever the fuck you have to do physically. You're gonna be stationary, generally speaking. You're gonna be more vulnerable.
Usually for like the first year and a half or so.
I would say 2 years. I would say at the I would say about 4 months after you get pregnant, when your stomach starts to show and things starts to get a little heavy.
I'm saying like even after that, like
okay, gotcha.
The child is like a year and a half,
yes.
years old or
yes.
so.
But that's still security.
So we have to put up with all this asshole shit where you want variety. You want all this shit.
Oh my God.
But
behind the scenes.
Just for a random insurance need.
Yes. What do you mean?
But we bring all of what we bring in your day to day, the femininity, which really you guys are kind of really saying like the spiritual, ethereal side of life. That's what women bring. It's that feminine magic. That's what you guys are requesting. But
okay.
It's very ethereal. We bring all this zest. We cook. We turn the house into a home. We decorate on the holidays. We make you give you the whole human experience. And all you motherfuckers do is give a random moment of security. And you think that you should be on this fucking YouTube telling us what the fuck we need to do and how we can't flirt more than twice a night.
Oh, she came with the smoke today. You mad? What did I do to you? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Those are shots fired. Okay. Bottom line is...
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right. Here's the thing. Again, you and I are different. Men and women are different. Men and women complement each other as a species, as a fucking, thing.
But that's science. That's spiritualness. That's the man's essence and the woman's essence.
I'm getting there.
Yin and yang. That's all of that.
I'm getting there. So since we built the world for you to live safely in, for you to be like, oh, everything is good, everything is calm. I don't got to worry about lights. I don't got to worry about niggas stealing my purses. I ain't got to worry about lions. I ain't got to worry about etc. Because we built the guns. We built the pepper sprays. I don't even think has a woman built the pepper spray? I gotta look that up. But if a guy built pepper spray, y'all are trash. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, why y'all doing makeup when y'all should be building? Anyway, point is, women and men are different. So men provide security so you don't die, so you don't get hurt. So when in times of peril, when times are hard, we step up and we save you guys in a sense. So for you to say that that's not equivalent enough to you putting up with some BS from the guys that you choose is crazy to me, because you choose those guys.
No, 1,000%. We're only speaking to the majority.
Okay. So and I think majority of guys are actually good dudes. I think it's the guys that you keep choosing.
You guys' psychology doesn't make sense, and that's what she was pointing out, is that if you guys are coming at every single girl the same, you guys are playing games.
Okay.
Right? You guys are playing games to see who dodges the dick and who doesn't.
What games are we playing?
Who dodges the dick?
That's the game? Dodge dick?
Dodge dick.
Dodge dick. All right. Who dodges the dick?
Dodging dick.
That's the name of this fucking behind the scenes. Dodging dick. All right. Since I got that covered.
You guys are playing games. And although men and women are different, you guys can't judge us from weak moments or weak periods or weak years or whatever a woman goes through. You can't continue to, I mean, y'all are gonna make these videos all you want to, but it's like these standards that you guys speak of is very toxic. It doesn't give room.
How are they toxic?
Because you don't hold yourself to those standards. And in the modern world where we're all fighting for equality and all this shit, it's like, if you want to hold us to a certain moral standard of how we should conduct ourselves, you guys also need to preach that to each other as well.
We do. Get in the gym. Get your money up.
keeping your
Get
dick
your status
to
up.
yourself.
Dick discipline. We
Dick
do have
discipline.
that. We do have that. We do have that.
Haven't seen it anywhere on the page.
But because here's the difference between real dick discipline.
Dodging dicks and dick discipline.
Dodging dicks and dick discipline. What the fuck is this shit? Pause. Point is, when it comes to dick discipline, you can't be disciplined if you ain't had it yet. Like you can't tell someone who's a fucking starving kid in fucking Africa who has a chance to eat food to say, hey, even though now that you got your money up, got your status up, got all these things, and you have the opportunity to eat all these different foods, I still don't want you to eat foods. You need to be on a calorie restrictive diet. He gonna look at you like, what the fuck, nigga? I built myself up to get to this level. Let me indulge.
Can be a gluttonous.
Let me indulge.
So I can be a gluttonous.
Let me indulge. Let me indulge.
Gluttony.
You call it whatever you want. I don't care what you call it. The point is, he has never had that before, so he wants to experience that. And I think what women fail to realize is men don't get their most value till they about 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Till y'all say, oh, you should be mature and settle down. When in actually, they are mature when it comes to getting other women. So now they want to test that little superpower out. It's just that simple.
But
then after that, dick discipline comes in.
A long time ago as well. Women spent most of our years, middle school, high school years, holding ourselves to these technically standards that you guys speak of now.
Yeah.
And now that we're older and we're experienced and we've kind of like figured out ourselves a little bit more, now we want to explore ourselves as well. Just like you said, a man built himself up and he gets to a certain place. And
I think that's false. 100%. I don't think it's too many older women that's trying to explore themselves. I think it's a lot of younger women that's trying to explore themselves. And that's why they are not very, loyal when they're younger. But then when they get older and they understand, hey, it's time to settle down type shit.
You think that there's a lot of like hoes in high school?
100%.
More than loyal girls?
More than loyal girls? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say, I think, this is my personal, again, this is me looking out at everybody. I think at first, motherfuckers want love. Then they want, when they get to like the college
motherfuckers,
areas,
women or both? Women.
Men want to fuck.
Right.
When women get to like the college area, that's when they want to find themselves and they want to explore and fuck, basically whole phase type shit. Then after that, then they want to settle down, etc. Because that's just a natural progression. When it comes to men, I think it's fuck. Then after about 40, 50, then they want to settle down.
Oh my God.
What?
That sounds terrible.
Why?
You want to settle down when you're like almost on your way to Depends?
To the what?
Depends.
What the fuck is Depends?
The adult diapers. That's when y'all want to settle down?
After you reach your peak and you start to decline, that's when you should settle down.
Impossible. If y'all would just get on our page,
no,
everything would be fine.
No, because
I promise
you get your best value between the ages of 21 to around 24. I think the peak of it is 23. We don't get ours to around 29.
You talking about the best years that our body looks the best?
Yes and no. It's not your body that looks the best that is like you are claiming it to be. It's your body that looks the best. Your attractiveness, again, which is one of the three pillars of what men want. It's not about body, it's about attractiveness. What? So that's why a dude that's 50 can still fuck a girl that's 18 all day long. Every single, matter of fact, they prefer that. It is what it is. That's
my problem with this whole thing is that we're constantly going, well, it is what it is. Boys will be boys. These are men. Men will be men and blah, 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 blah. Rather than like, no, you're right, guys. We've been dicks our whole lives and we've been fucking our whole lives. So it's like, try something new.
The niggas you've been dealing with has been dicks their whole lives. The niggas you've been dealing with has been fucking their whole lives. The niggas that I'm talking about have not had the chance to fuck their whole life until they reached a point where they had money, cars, success, etc. Then they want to experience that shit whether they have a wife, they have a kids, whether they are single, whether they whatever, and then it starts to decline again. That's all I'm saying. So men and women, just like our first video that you guys hopefully watch, men and women are just different. We are different times, we have different things. So for you as a woman to tell a man, hey, I want you guys to be on our time, even though when you're 23, no bitches are not going to be flocking to you like niggas are flocking to me, but I still want you to be settled down and not worry about, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And then when I'm 23, I want to be out here in the world, being free, living life, jumping from dudes to dudes. But then when you're 30 and you have your options, your best options, I want you to already be settled down and it's time to get married. You're too old for this. Why don't you get a wife? You're too old for this. You're over 30. Get a wife. That's what y'all sound like.
No. Again, remember my story is different.
Yeah, your story is slightly different. That's true.
But I understand that a lot of girls are that way, but I have to speak for all the girls that I know.
This is hard. This is a dope ass conversation. I'm gonna start going live with you because we always have dope conversation. I'll be thinking that it's not gonna be super duper dope, but it always ends up being fire. But go ahead.
I know a lot of girls like me. Like, I understand you experience the girls that you experience, and that's one population.
No,
but
a lot of population. No cap. Go ahead.
Then how do you explain my experience? Because my experience is that, like,
I don't know. Maybe you had a kid at an early age. And maybe you got fucking love and kids at early age. So now you have to hurry up and grow up and actually be grown at that age. And then once you establish that you are able to, I guess, take care of the kid. And now you're like, damn, I missed out on being a hoe and having my filling cake and eat it too. And let me go back in time and be actually younger than I was. Or not younger. Be more immature than I was before. I don't know.
That's a theory.
Exactly. I don't even know your life, and I can just tell you that might be one of it. I don't know what age you has your kid at.
Yeah, but so because your platform is only for a certain demographic, you're saying, of the guys that weren't the players growing up, because it sounds like you are reinforcing that player mentality.
Yes and no. It's both. So the guys that watch this channel are just guys, right? So if we took 100 guys, out of that 100 guys, 10% is going to be the player types that get bitches, that fuck a lot of bitches, that are, you know, tall, dark, and handsome, whatever the fuck y'all ladies want nowadays. The 90%, 80% is going to be regular ass niggas. The fuck? It's just like any other demographic. If you take 100, 10%, 20%, whatever. So when it comes to this channel, yes, it's going to be some that are already been player and it's like, oh, that's played out, bro. I've already fucked all the girls in Atlanta. I just want to settle down with one, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But we are talking about the majority, which is the niggas that haven't had they fill of sex. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't believe that majority of guys have not had their fill of sex by the time they're 26, 27.
If I could beat my head on this fucking, I would. Yes, because you got a skewed viewpoint. Because the niggas that you are fucking with.
I understand, but I'm talking about the majority that you're talking about.
Yes, but because you have a skewed viewpoint, that's why you can't view that. You date niggas that's probably got money, fucking rappers,
but not
and
always.
shit.
I'm talking about from high school. Like, it seems. I mean, I'm sure there was guys that were lying on their dicks and stuff like that, but it seemed like all the guys were cheating on their girlfriends. All the guys were like,
no, that's
being
false.
assholes.
That's false. It's the niggas that you fuck with that you see. When's the last time you been to a store?
Oh, I don't know.
What was the last store you been to?
I went to Hobby Lobby.
You went to Hobby Lobby?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a male reception at the thing?
No, there's a lot of women. I went to the grocery store.
Did you see a male anywhere?
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
No.
Exactly. Do you remember what he
I didn't
clearly looked like?
myself.
Okay. Do you remember what he clearly looked like? No, exactly. When we walk down the street, we see a girl, we're like, oh, damn, okay. Even if she's ugly, like, we still remember the ugly fat bitches. You would be like, oh, she fat as fuck. Oh, but she got a nice ass. I don't know. She ugly as fuck, but she got this. Oh, okay. I saw this girl. I saw that girl. We remember all these different girls because we see all these girls. With you guys, you only remember the guys that you find attractive. So the guys that just regular as fuck, that's behind the fucking counter at fucking CVS, is gonna be like, oh, give me my shit, boom, 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 and keep it moving. You're not gonna remember him. You're not gonna know about his life or know about his mannerisms or if he treats women correctly, because your views is skewed on the niggas that you like, which tend to be the niggas that get bitches, because all you girls like that type of nigga. You're not looking at the dudes that's 5'5", that's got a good job, that's just, you know, a good person, etc. You're not looking at the dude that's fat as fuck who works at McDonald's. You're not adding those people into the equation.
That's not true. I be looking sometimes at people that you wouldn't think that I'd be looking at.
But what do they got? They probably got money. They probably got status.
No. I be seeing like guys like Drewski. You know who Drewski is?
Fuck is Drewski? No clue.
Drewski, he is the host for Drake's tour right now.
Okay.
What you call it? He's like an up and coming comedian. He's really, really funny. But he's a fat dude that probably worked, you know, at McDonald's at some point in his life. Mm-hmm. But he's really cute. Like, I would have noticed him. And I've seen guys like him.
Cap. That's Kiappy Yap.
No, it's not.
Okay, how tall is he?
Drewski's tall.
Thank you. What are we talking about right now? I am very specifically saying the dudes that you like are a certain way. They are a certain height, they're a certain status, they're a certain looks, they're a certain etc. That's a very, very, very minority compared to the rest of the niggas that I'm talking about. So the niggas that you keep interacting with, that you have fun with, that you date, that you fuck, etc., your views are skewed to the rest of the fucking niggas because you only deal with those type of dudes.
Okay, so how do we get the regular dudes to like talk to girls like me?
We make a channel like this. Thank you. Thank you for even asking that. Give me that alley-oop. That's the bottom line. We make a channel like this and let them know, hey, get into the gym. Hey, get your status up. Get your money up. If you lack height, then you got to fucking build up all your other shit. If you lack attractiveness and you just ugly as fuck, you got to build up all your other shit. Get into the gym. Be the ugliest, fittest nigga that you could possibly be, and have money, have status, have charisma, have confidence.
Coaching somebody to do those things is one thing, but all the other stuff that they do, like what's his name that you're about to pull up?
AMS.
Yes. Like you
Shout
don't
out to AMS,
compliment a woman, you know, unless she earns it, and just all this wild ass shit.
No, you don't compliment a woman unless she earns it, because now you coming off as needy if you do that.
That's what I mean. Some of it goes way too far. That's the toxic shit.
So telling the dudes that, generally speaking, be in DMs, that be in under comments, that be everywhere telling, oh my god, you're so amazing, oh my god, you're so hot, and blah 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 blah. Remember, we talking about majority of dudes. Oh my god, you're so amazing, you're so hot, I'm in your DMs, oh my god, you're so amazing, you're so hot. Tell them to do the complete opposite, which is stop complimenting the bitches, which is stop, etc. Is that more beneficial to all men or not?
Hurting. It's not hurting anybody.
Your chances hurt your chances. Yes, it is.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It doesn't matter if you agree. It's true. If you had one Instagram and you was one person, and you had a twin who had the same Instagram, same person, but one had no comments of dudes as being thirsty, no dudes are fucking saying, hey, what's up, are you? No dudes are being thirsty. They might hit her DMs, but it's not on some, oh my god, you're so beautiful. It's just, hey, what's up? You know, I would like to take you out to eat sometime. So that type of shit. Versus a girl that's always getting hit up every single picture she posts. All the dudes are like, oh my god, you're amazing, oh my god, you're so hot, you're so pretty, etc. blah blah blah.
Get my algorithm up. What's up?
Which one do you think is going to be easier to get? Keep it a buck.
That is a very dirty mind game, though. That's like some pimp shit. That's not cool.
Over here we teach, you know, what?
That's not cool, though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because
That's what
reality.
I mean by a moral compass. Girls don't do this dumbass shit.
Because you don't have to. You're in the buyer's seat.
Right, so you don't get to manipulate the market.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
The market decides. The market
that
decides.
Is that man's world bullshit. You guys manipulate the market no matter what the cost is. Whether that is a woman's self-esteem that she might go slit her wrist because nobody is complimenting her because y'all's dumbass shit that y'all do on here.
That's not our fault that you... What the fuck? It's called self-esteem. That's esteem of your motherfucking self. Cat Williams said that shit the best. Thank you. So when it comes to shit like that...
Y'all ain't shit, man.
When it comes to stuff like that, we don't give free nothing over here. No free money, no free dates, no free attention, no free validation, no free nothing. It should be you are giving something and getting something. Should be. Now, generally speaking, if you got friends with somebody, obviously you don't have this metric of always, oh, I gave this to you, I need this back, or no. It's just I give, I need this, etc. There's no keeping tabs, so to speak. But when you're talking about a bitch you barely know, you don't owe her nothing. What do you mean? I don't owe you a like because you posted a picture.
If you're following me,
I don't owe you anything. It doesn't matter if I'm following you or not. What do you mean? I'm confused as fuck right now.
What the fuck are you following me for? You're following me to appreciate what I post, right?
Yes.
So why wouldn't you appreciate it?
Not appreciate, to look at what you post. It's a big difference. To me, appreciating is
How
more
does she
of
not
art.
earn it if she put the whole thing together and took the picture?
You
Isn't
don't
that
earning
it?
nothing from me unless I want to do it specifically. For instance, for me personally, I don't be liking bitches' photos or nothing like that. I don't even, unless it's like something funny or something I know that person really, really well and I'm just supporting them as a person. But if you're a guy and you just find a girl attractive on Instagram and you following her, no, you shouldn't be liking her pictures. No, you shouldn't be commenting. You should just slide in the DMs from time to time. Because for women, it's about timing. One day she might be like, nah, I'll give it a chance. What? Your face kills me right now.
Because
what the fuck?
it's such bullshit.
How?
Like,
please tell me. We have.
I don't know how to elaborate more of how bullshitty
Let's finish
it
this
is.
up. Okay.
But it's like just staying within the context of the Instagram shit. It's like, you followed me. Why are you playing these mind games of not liking my stuff when obviously you like my content?
Because every other dude is liking it.
Physically like it.
Because every other dude is liking it. That's why.
Right. That's why you're all here. Why are we playing this game?
To get you. Duh.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a fucked up moral thing that you guys do of playing games with women. This has been going since high school, since elementary school, since middle school. Like ever since women and men started interacting, you guys have been playing these games with us.
I'm glad you said that. Because they work. That's why. When you tell a girl, hey, don't text her back so fast. Don't fucking.
I think that's great.
That's the same. It's the same level.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. What the fuck?
God.
Those are all the same tactics that a man uses to get attraction from a woman.
That is wisdom based off of not diving head first, not getting ahead of yourself, like waiting for the relationship to like do what it does. Like I've had to learn that. That's not a game for me, but I've had to learn like, oh, when I get excited about somebody, I really like be double texting, triple texting sometimes. And I'm like, okay, let me just pull back. Let me just chill, whatever. Like, it's not that serious. Whatever this turns into, it's going to turn into that.
Yeah.
So that's maturity to me. But the whole, I'm going to not compliment her just so she going to look to see whatever I compliment. Like,
you value things more that you get less. Yes or no? I'm gonna say that again.
I spoil the fuck out of myself. So
you value things more that you get less. Yes or no? Generally speaking. Of course, there are some rules and shit. So if you are a guy and you're commenting and liking every single fucking photo that a bitch posts, She's not gonna respect that more than once you finally comment on one of her photos that it took you 6 months to comment on, or whatever. I personally say don't even comment on the photo. I personally say jump into the DMs, but that's just here nor there. My point is, you are doing things that makes you stand out from other dudes, to be more attractive, to keep the woman once you already have her. That's what the whole dynamic of this shit is. All this AMS, this fresh and fit, all this other extra shit is. It's getting normal niggas the arsenal, the tools to turn and shoot a bitch in the back because she's not looking at you. She's looking at the dudes that are 6 feet tall, this amount of money, this amount of status, blue checks, etc. to say, hey, look at me. Here's my chance. Let me reel you in. Got your ass. That's all it's doing. That's all we are doing.
And for the girls that you are doing all of this for, this is just to be able to fuck them. This isn't even like
it's to fuck, it's to keep, it's to date, it's to marry, it's to for whatever you decide to use the tools for.
And
is a rifle a good or bad thing?
Is a rifle?
Yeah, is a rifle a good or bad thing?
It's a great thing.
No, it's not.
Rifle?
Yes.
Why not?
When the motherfucker in Las Vegas killed fucking 50 people or whatever, how many people he killed, that wasn't a good thing.
Okay, but that was in the wrong hands.
Thank you. That's the whole point. So the point is, we are just giving guys the tools. How you use those tools is on you. And on what you can do with your life. Do you want a wife? Okay, here's tools and things to get a bitch, to keep her, to make sure that she stays in line, to make sure that she respects you. That means you can have a good relationship and you the leader, etc. And y'all have a good marriage because that's what you wanted. Oh, you want a fuck buddy? Okay, here's tools so you can do this and do that, so that way you can keep a girl and making sure you don't give her too much attention.
I haven't seen any videos that say, you know, if you want a wife, this is what you need to do. All I see is, this isn't wife material. This is what you're not supposed to do. This is what makes you a hoe. This is what makes us perceive you. There is no like, well, you know?
I'm glad you said that. And to finish this whole video off, remember what I said earlier. There is for a woman, and this is just my, I wouldn't call it personal belief, but this is what I've seen. For a woman, there's no two ways. There's no woman, I fuck you and I'm attached from you and I can't see myself with you, etc. Or there's, I can see myself with you and you're your husband material versus you just fuck boy, I just want to fuck you material. Theirs is more like this. Well, not theirs, yours is more like this. So if you a fuck boy and you are fucking the girl right and she falls in love with your sex, you can easily change that into a relationship if you want to. Bottom line, yes or no? But for a guy, I don't give a fuck how the other way. If I just want to fuck and you not turn that to a relationship unless I want to a relationship. Yes or no?
Unless you want to turn it into a relationship.
Exactly. Yes or no so far? Yes or no?
I don't know if that's true. Because there's people that have wanted relationships with me. I don't want a relationship with
that you were fucking consistently, that you liked a whole bunch, that you found them highly attractive. Cap, like I said, thank you. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck here. There's no dudes that you find physically super duper attractive that y'all were fucking all the time consistently, and that you was like,
okay,
I
so
don't know nothing.
There's been moments where maybe I'm digmatized.
Okay, but that digmatized can easily transfer into relationship shit.
It can if I stay digmatized, but like good dick doesn't like equate to, once I like realize, oh, this is who you are, then I'm like, no, I don't want this. But
yeah. I agree.
Good sex isn't just from the man's good dick.
I am
good sex.
Duh, I know that.
Okay.
Duh. The fuck? I'm not saying that. That's not my argument. My argument is very clear. My argument is, for you guys, there is no two lanes, two separate lanes. There's one lane. You might have one thing on the side and another thing on a complete different side, but it's still the same lane. If you are a dude that's fucking a bitch consistently and you are very attractive to her, you can easily swerve into the other side of the lane of being relationship shit. For guys, it's not the same. So my point is, if you're a dude and you're not even getting sex,
or guys to girls,
yes, And if you're a dude that is not getting sex, you need to be getting sex. So here's the tools for you to get women obsessed with you, attracted to you, want to be around you, etc. And then you can determine what you want to do with that lane that you are in her life. That's all I'm saying.
But that's also
at this point she's
you're equipping them to be something that they're not, right?
What do you mean? It does. Oh my God.
I'm just asking.
Yes and no. For you to get something you never got before, do you got to be something that you've never been before? Yes or no?
Within the parameters of your personality, yes.
Fuck your personality. What if something is about your personality that makes you off-putting to friends as men? Not even just women. Let's just say friends in general. That means you have to change something about your personality. What if something about your personality makes you off-putting to women and you're not attracted because you have blah, quality, neediness, whatever the fuck, being unconfident. You have a certain quality that is not conducive to you getting women. You would have to change your personality, yes or no? Thank you. So while I continue, it's about everything. Yes, you be not being who you are. You being the best version of yourself. That's the bottom line.
Why did you let me have this dot here this whole time?
Oh, I just thought that was you just tired as fucking.
I got punched in the eye.
No, not punch. I said tired as fuck. I didn't say punch in the eye. What the fuck?
Whatever, we will sit here and talk in circles.
Oh my God. Shit. Dick discipline and dick. I forgot.
What was it? Dodging dicks?
Oh, dodging dicks and dick discipline. Overall, the point is on this episode of fucking dodging dicks and dick discipline.
This episode.
Point is, yes, we just want you to be the best version of yourselves. You will have to change your personality. You have to change your looks. You will have to change your money. You have to change your status. You have to change everything about you to get something that you never got before. That's just the bottom line of things.
This has been another day of Reading Rainbow with Dom and Jaye.
I'm dead. All right. If you enjoyed this video, thank you. I really appreciate that. I might post this, or I might not. It might just be some clips that I post on TikTok. Those have been going pretty well, actually. Join the Patreon army. Where can they find you?
Sweetest Things I Never Said. YouTube now and Instagram.
Yeah, she got some videos I saw on Instagram. I don't know if she posted them or not, but they actually look good. You haven't posted. See, you bullshitting already. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. What the fuck?